We're all married. We do this all the time.
But so in looking up, when I look up the actual phrase having skin in the game, and it, what I'm getting is it means having a personal stake or risk in the outcome of something. Mm-hmm. So if you have skin in the game, you're not just talking or managing, you're invested, whether it be money, effort, or reputation. So you actually stand to lose if things go wrong. So that has been my interpretation and my understanding of skin in the game, just from hearing the phrase used throughout different contexts. Mm-hmm. And so that's how I look at the situation that we're in. Like, we are really the biggest ones with something to lose when it comes to, what they're arguing about, in Congress. So it's like, if anybody got skin in the game, it would be us. Now, whether you take that to, I guess what the root, of the discussion we had before, as far as why people are so passionate about it and they attach it to their identities and stuff. And it's like, I get that, after, taking time to think about it and looking at the situation we're in, it's like, I understand why people get passionate about it. Yeah. But I don't understand. What I don't get is the contempt that people start to develop towards people who don't, necessarily see eye to eye with them. But I do understand that, like, we do got skin in the game, to be honest with you. We just don't have any power to influence the game, depending on how you feel about, the voting process and whatnot. But
right.
So that's just my understanding of it. So, because I'm like, when you were talking about that before, and I was like, yeah, you're right. But after thinking about it, I'm like, I still think you're right, but it's like a little bit, I think it's more nuanced than just you don't have any reason to be pissed off about who says what in an election or a race or whatever.
Well, now that part to me is true, but I guess the way that I see it in terms of not having skin in the game is, again, not having that ability.
The power.
Right.
I think that's above just having skin in the game. That becomes like, the mob in Vegas. Like, it's like,
I put it to you like this. If we're going to talk about end results of something, to me, it would be something that I know that I can change. So like, if I had the ability to change what's going on right now, like me personally, to me, I would definitely have to have some type of skin in the game or some type of power in order to make that type of move have a result to it, regardless of whether it's good or bad. But to me, it's like the, Godfather, the Corleone family. They made moves, made shit that's happened. So that was their skin in the game. They had a lot to risk, whether win or lose, but they had that power. And again, that's why it falls back on that saying that I said. It's like, yeah, it's righteousness, but with no power, it's just an opinion. So it would be an opinion for a person to think one way or feel about another way about something they have no control over. And I was like, don't get me wrong. It's like, I understand the need of why we would have to or would like to see things play out for the benefit of the people, but that's not how the game is set up. The system isn't rigged for that.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but I'm like, it doesn't. I don't think it negates the passion that people have when they can see that, I'm the one who has to deal with the fallout of this, but I have no power to affect it. Yeah. It's like watching Superman and one of his many enemies fight, over the planet. And it's just like, yo, if Superman lose, like we all fucked. But I ain't got no power to go up there and help Superman beat whoever it is.
Yeah.
So it's like
he's still destroying all the building.
Right. He's still knocking shit over. And
Superman ain't finna help us repair all this damage.
Right. So it's just like, hey, I'm the one that, at I'm really the one that's at risk with all the skin in the game. Superman gonna be cool. He gonna go back to his
well, not necessarily, because
but-
if he get beat down, then
no, I'm talking
Superman
about
ain't doing too
afterwards.
great.
I'm talking about afterwards. Like after they blow up all the buildings, fighting and throwing each other through buildings and stuff, because they going at it. Or the Hulk, you can take the Hulk. It's
Oh, yeah, he
whoever Hulk
destroyed,
fighting.
yeah.
It's like, yo, they destroyed the whole city, but the bad guy is dead finally. Now the Hulk get to go chill and turn back into Bruce Banner.
I have another old school
But it's
expression
like,
that I don't know if you young folks are up on. It's called, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Yeah, you can break a few eggs, but you got to break the whole carton and the stove.
And the stove, you go break the whole department.
Right.
The eggs ain't no more eggs left. They
Yeah,
smashed
the U.S.
the entire-
economy.
But yeah, so I'm like, I get why people are so passionate about it, but at the same time, like, I definitely agree with you. It's just like, I can only get so pissed off about, I can only let something affect my day-to-day emotion and mental state so much when I really don't have, the power to change this, or I'm not willing to do what it takes to gain that power to start actually making change.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to go put on a suit and go knocking on people's doors and running for Congress and all of that stuff.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing it. So it's like,
Hey, if dude in New York got to be the mayor and he only had one job in his entire life, you could go and run for
I'm not saying
senator.
I couldn't. I'm saying I'm not going to.
I
So
think
that's
you
the issue.
should. I think you got the cleanest record out of anybody at this table.
what's his
I will
name?
vote for you. Zoran
Mamdani.
Mamdani.
Zoran Mandami. Yeah.
That was something I wanted to talk about too. Did you see? It's
Crazy.
ridiculous. Just the
Crazy.
their debate when, for some unapparent ass reason, the moderators asked them, "What is the first place that you guys, the first place as mayor that you plan on visiting?" And everybody was talking about Israel. What the fuck reason do you
I didn't
have to
see
go to
nothing
Israel?
about it. I didn't see he said that.
No, everybody but him said that.
Curtis Sliwa
Like-
and Cuomo, they were doing a debate.
No, it was all of them. It was all of the.
Yeah, it was all of them, but
all
I'm saying
of-
those two.
Like 5 of them or
No,
whatever.
it was
Yeah.
two. It was three of
It
them.
was the 3 of them.
Was it
yeah.
3? I feel like it was more.
I didn't watch. I
that
didn't watch
was-
nothing, so I don't know.
If they did, they re-asked them, but it was the three of them up there. It was 3 of them because wasn't nobody else running. What's his name had dropped out by the time they had the debates. But yeah, the moderator asked them where would they go, and they was like, "Oh yeah, to Israel." And dude's like, "Yeah."
he said he ain't going.
He's like, "I'm staying in New York."
Yeah, and even no, I think it was a lot of people up there because it was a black lady. And I remember her saying, she was like, "Well, the first place I would go would be, to the Holy Land," and it's just like, why? Why? Like, what reason is there for you to go to Israel? And that's what Mamdani said. He was like, what's going on in Israel got nothing like to do with me. Like, the first place I'm going is to New York to figure out what's the best for New Yorkers. It was like, Israel has nothing to do with what's going on in New York. My focus is on New York.
Now I start watching what was going on in New York. Mandami, right?
Yep.
Mamdani, yeah.
Mamdani?
No,
Mom.
mom.
M-A-M.
With an M, Mamdani.
Yeah.
I started watching towards the end, I guess, some of his policies, but I did immediately. I didn't watch no debate, no campaign, no none of that. I was busy working.
Pure comedy.
So
It's stupid. No, I didn't pay attention to it. I just came across that clip and I just thought that was ridiculous.
I did notice how some of the things he was saying, like free bus services, taking private property. What? Hold on. I guess.
No, he said that.
Well, I got his policies listed up here. I guess provide
And
free universal health care for all children aged 6 to 5 and a bunch of other things. I'm not going to read them all off. I noticed how he started to backtrack as soon as he got
It wasn't.
elected, and some of his officials and councilmen or whatever starting to tell him like
You can't do any. Here's how crazy all of that is. I mean, the entire election and the fact that this dude, number one, ran for mayor. I was like, this dude, the world is officially gone crazy. You're talking about some millionaire kid that was born and raised in Uganda. His parents are millionaires. His mom is like some film director. It's like this dude, when he got married, went over Uganda. All private security had shit, the town blocked off of where he got. This dude is for money. He's like, like you was talking about, after the city is destroyed, he can go fly back to Uganda like Superman. Like, oh well, I screwed that up. So he has like no, he won't be affected by the damage that he's getting ready to cause. This other crazy thing is the fact that people didn't even bother to go research any of the things that he said in regards to what he's going to do. This was all based off of that. Oh, we hate Trump so much, and we hate right now anything that got to do with Republicans or white people. It's like, we're going to go vote for this crazy dude with all these crazy policies. And if you go look at the numbers, which, you know, I accidentally tripped across, but I found it very interesting that the stuff that he's talking about and was running in this campaign, he does not